everybody, it's Taylor and I'm back with another video, and I was told that I have to make this video in my Australian accent, so that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. So what I did today was I interviewed Brant Davies, and he has this thing, it's called Roundabout Recreation, and he has now this big social media platform where he is doing all sorts of games and stuff like that, and he's been running a lot of social medias lately for different businesses, and he's done some stand-up comedy and some things like that. So I figured that he was a professional in the field of entertainment, so I figured I would interview him. And something that he said was some of the skills that were very necessary for communication. One was honesty, because when you're honest, it lets people know that you are believable, because once you lose somebody's trust, you can't really gain it back. So that was something that was very important. And then he also said intuition was very important, which is the ability to understand something. And he said that thinking on your feet was something that was also very, very important, and like knowing exactly what you're talking about. Because let's say you are in the middle of a conversation with somebody and somebody doesn't believe something that you are saying, you can say one thing and then they can come something and fire it back, but then you also have that rebuttal waiting right there. So it really lets your audience know that you, once again, know exactly what you're talking about, and they will see you as a credible source and not something that they need to check all of your words on. And something else that was very important, he said, was being relatable and knowing who your audience is and knowing the demographics of who they are as people, whether it's like teens or whether it's adults or whether it is teachers or classmates or musicians, anything like that, and just knowing like the age range and the race and things like that, and just like knowing tad bits about the culture of your audience so that you can play to the culture. Because as a speaker, you're kind of like the thermostat, so you set the temperature for the room, and that is something that communicators need to be able to do, and being able to be adaptable to what is going on around them. And he said something else that is very important is listening, and he said that is probably the most important thing, because if you think about it, if two people are talking, then no one is listening, and you can't have a conversation, you can't communicate with only one person doing all of the actions, because then it's just them talking to themselves. So something else that he said is very necessary for the delivery of your topic is you have to invite the audience in. First of all, you've got to play to their culture, and being able to speak directly to them personally, and engaging with your audience in that way. And then once you've captivated them, then you can deliver your nugget. Then you can deliver that thing that you're trying to get across. You're trying to get that one phrase across that allows it to be stuck in their brain, or that one thing that you want to be the biggest takeaway of the event, or that one best line, or anything else like that. So then he said, this was the funniest part to me, then he said, after you've done that, and once you've captivated them and delivered the nugget and engaged with them and played to them, then he says that he ends it with a dab. So that's something that I was like, okay, if that's what you think. But all in all, I thought that it was a great interview, and I learned a lot. And also, I feel like I have a lot of these things. I feel like overall I'm a pretty great communicator. I mean, I know that there's still room for improvement, but also I feel like I'm not the worst at it. I feel like something that I really have to work on is knowledge of the topic that I will be talking about, because sometimes I'm a lot quicker to speak and slower to listen. When in reverse, I should be quicker to listen and slower to speak. And actually, I would like to learn more about the opposite of what I'm thinking. So that would be like diving into the people's brains and why they believe the way that they do, so that I can come up with a rebuttal, so I can be able to think on my feet faster. Because all in all, I'm pretty great about thinking on my feet, but also I'm not when it comes to arguments. So I feel like that's something that I've really got to work on, and that's something that will improve my communication skills greatly. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time for the next assignment. I'm sorry about my accent, but actually I'm not sorry. So that's what's up. Bye bye.